container, input container, and inside this just I have generated this SAS token, and based upon the key one, and just I have extended the date from 24th to 25. Okay, and pose that just I have generated this SAS token, and I have opened the notepad, and just I have added something like JZ copy, and this is the path which I have to, which I'm planning to upload a file, and post is just I will add two more dots, and now I will copy this URL, this the blob SAS URL. Okay, now I have copied this one, just I'm pasting over here, and post is what I'm doing. Just I will add something like a hyphen recursive true, because if anything internal files whenever we have it, we need to add this one, the recursive files. It will read all the files. Further it is be used. And now just I'm copying this code. And let me go here. Not path cmd. Yeah. Just I'm pasting this code here. Whatever the code I have copied, right? Just I'm pasting here. Just I'm executing this. It is scanning an empty folder. Yeah. Now if you see here, the 100% is completed, one done, and zero failed, and zero pending, and zero skipped. And number of files, only one file is copied because I have selected only this file. Which one? The test.py. And you can see how much time it took, and how many files they transferred, and total number of files, and number of files completed, and number of files failed. Nothing was failed, and number of bytes transferred, 26. And final job status is complete. Okay. This is the like this we can able to copy the files from on-premises to cloud. For now, just what I have done, I have copy pasted only one file. Let me go there and let me see whether I can able to read that or not, whether I can able to see this test or not. So far we have only two files, right? See, another file got added on today, 24/7/2025 at 11 a.m. See the file, we can able to copy the file, right? Now I don't want to copy one file. I want to copy entire folder, full folder. I want to copy. Yeah, we can able to do that as well. How we can able to do? Just instead of here, right? Let me go here. Instead of adding some text here, right? Just I will put something like demo. Now that's a slash star. Let me add something like this. All the files. Let me copy this one. Let me go here, paste it over there, and just enter. Yeah, you can see 100% completed, 4 done, and 0 failed, 4 0 pending, 0 skipped, and 4 total. Okay, total 4 files was exist inside that particular folder, and total number of files transferred 4 files. A total number of 4. Again, we can see the time, and we can see the byte as well. And let me go and check over there whether the file is uploaded or not. Just I will refresh. Okay, it is extracted. It is extracted. Now I don't want to extract. I want a full folder as it is. I will remove this star here. Just I will give demo. Here. Now the job is completed. Okay. So 100% successfully it is completed. Let me go over there and let me refresh. See, now we can able to see the folder. Previously we are not able to see because we have added star. But what that star will do, it will select all the files and it will write as it is. Because if you won't add the star, then automatically the full folder will be copied. Okay, like this we can able to copy the files from on-premises to cloud. And now I will show one more thing, like how we can able to copy the file from one container to another container. One container to another container. Okay, now what I will do, whatever the files I have here, right, I want to copy all these files and I have to paste it. I want to paste it in another container. Let me go to another container, the output container. Let me open this one. I will remove everything. Let me remove everything. I have deleted this container. Now what I will do, let me generate the SaaS token. I will give all the permissions here. Let me extend the data as well. Let me copy this URL. And now what I will do, let me go to the notepad. Just I will paste it here like this. Now here what I will do, just I will remove this one. Just I will remove this one. And I will remove this one as well. I will paste it next to this. Okay. What I have done here, I'm using some AZ copy tool, and for what I'm doing here, I'm copying the file, and this is the storage account, and this is the container. Input is container, and here the output is a target container, and input is a source container. And from here, I want to write it over into output container, and like it will select all the files. I'm not selecting. Like if you want to select any specific file and post this input container, you have to put some slash and you have to put that particular file. If you won't put that, then entire container will be copied into the target container. Now just I will copy this one and let me go here. Just I'll paste it here and run. Yeah, you can see it is transferred total 10 files, 100% completed. Nothing was failed. Nothing was failed and 100% completed, and it is copied. Now we have removed everything in the output container, right? Just I will select this. Let me open this output container. See, whatever the files exist in input container, right? All files was copied from that particular source into this particular target, from input to output. Like this, we can able to copy from input to output. Or else, if you want to copy a specific file, right? Just you have to put some slash here, forward slash here, and then post that like you have to paste that particular file name. Only that particular file will be copied from source to target. Okay, like this we can able to copy. And in this, right, I will give one task, and like I have shown you how to copy from on premises to cloud and from one container to another container. Now you have to try how to copy files from one storage account to another storage account. Okay, using AZ copy. Okay, using AZ copy, you have to copy from one storage account to another storage account. In AZ copy, it's clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please speak out because it looks like something I am speaking myself. If getting or not getting, or like if you're not able to understand, I will try to explain in a different way. Okay. Let's discuss. Let's pitch into the SQL part. Okay, we'll discuss more on SQL. Okay, already we have seen how to create the databases and all, and now we will see like how these databases are utilized and like what is the purpose and like when this SQL journey has been started, like why we need this SQL. Okay, we'll see one by one. Okay, let's go with what is SQL. Okay, anyone know like what is definition for SQL? SQL is nothing but structured query language. Okay, SQL is nothing but a structured query language. Okay, this structured query language is mainly used on databases. Okay, and this structured query language is very easy, like compared to other coding languages, right? If you see this SQL, right, it is very easy and user friendly, and it is something like a declarative kind of thing. And very like what I can say, like whatever the words we will use in our daily life, right? Like that it will be it looks something like that. Just will club all those words and we will type it here, something like that. Okay, and like what is the purpose of this SQL? Like this SQL journey was started like before like 25 years back, like around 1970s this journey was started, the SQL journey was started 1970s between 1980. During that time this journey was started, and like from that onwards, like still the organizations are using SQL, still they are using SQL. Okay, and in most of the companies, like even in Databricks also, we are using SQL, Databricks, and in databases in all the way we are using the SQL. In sometimes we will use the SQL in data factory as well to fetch some data from the source systems. Okay, and this SQL, right, is mainly used for querying to query a data. It is mainly used to query a data. Query in the sense like if you want to retrieve, like if you want to read any data from the database, right? For that, like it is something like a communication language between the human and the database with the help of the SQL. Okay, the SQL is nothing but a common language between the human and the database. And like whatever the queries you write, accordingly the database will be executed that query, and you'll and post that you'll get some output from the database. Okay, and with the help of this query, right, we can able to do a lot of things. Something like if you want to insert any data, you can able to do that, and if you want to create any table, you can able to create, or if you want to delete something, you can delete that, or you want to grant some access, you can do that, or creating some indexes. All these kind of activities on top of the database you can able to do this. Okay, this is something like a standardized language. The SQL is something like a standardized language. Not only here, this will be used in the MySQL databases and the PostgreSQL databases, and on Oracle side and SQL Server side. In so many databases, these SQL queries will be used. Okay, and these queries is executed against the data, like on top of the databases. Okay, and like this was something like quite interesting. Like we can able to learn very easily the SQL. Okay, we will see how this SQL works. Let me go to the database. Let me try to execute. Okay, we need to connect. Sign in. Let me open the database. security, networking. Okay, now we are able to connect. Let me change the databases. It will take some more time, I think. Okay, we are able to connect it. Okay, let me go with one by one, and let me tell you, like we are having some of the most important queries, like which we use, and like which we are going to use in our daily life on top of the database. And let me go one by one. Okay, we have something like a select query. What this select query will do, it extracts all the data from the database. It extracts all the data from the database, like whatever the fields and like whatever the data you want, and it will select that data and it will extract the data from the database. And we have something like update date, sorry, update query. What this update query will do, like if you want to update any of the field, or if you want to update some table name or some field name or some column name, you can able to do, or like if you want to update any value, right, for that it is mainly used. And if you want to replace, like whenever we change the location, right, and you want to update that on top of your data, yeah, for that it is mainly used. And delete is mainly used to delete some data in your database. If you want to delete some data from your database, right, for that this delete query will be used. And we have something like insert into. Okay, why, like what is the use of this insert into? See, like a post creating a table, right? If you want to insert any data, if you want to insert any data, like any new record, with the help of this insert into statement, like we will insert a data into our SQL database. And we have something like create. What this create will do, this will create a table or a database, or basically it is used to create databases or indexes, or to create the procedures. For all these things, this create will be used to create anything, right, newly. For that it will be used. And we have something like alter is mainly used if you want to modify uh, anything on your table level or on your database level. For that it is, this alter will be used. It is modifies the database, either table or stored procedure or view or anything which is possible. Okay, for that this alter will be used. And along with this we have something like a drop. This drop is mainly used for if you want to delete any table, right? For that this is used. This drop command will be used. And we have something like create index. Like the indexes or a different topic, it is search the key values, and it will sort the data, and like which help you to optimize your table, and to fetch the data quickly, and to run uh, make it makes to execute the query faster whenever you are having the huge data. And the dropping index, if you want to drop the index, with the help of this drop command, we can drop these indexes. Okay, and we have some commands, something like DML, DML, DDL, DCL, something like this. We are having different types of commands we have. First, we will go with DDL. What is DDL? DDL is nothing but it's a data definition language. It is something like a data definition language. And this data definition language is mainly used something like whenever it is mainly used to modify the structure of the database. If you want to modify the structure of the database, something like a tables or something like a indexes, okay, or like some like stoppers or something like that. If you want to modify any kind of these objects on top of your table, right, for that this DDL will be used. What all the commands will fall under DDL? Okay, basically create, alter, and drop. Okay, all these will fall under the data definition language. Data definition language. And we have something like a DML. DML means data manipulation language. Data manipulation, like post creating a table, right? If you want to manipulate your data, something like a selecting the specific data, or else if you want to insert will modify your data, or like update, it will manipulate your data, and delete, this is also going to manipulate your data. Okay, if you want to manipulate your data, for that we will use this D or ML commands, not DML, DMP, DML, data manipulation language. Okay, along with this, we have something like DCL as well. DCL is something like data control language. Data control. It is something like a and grant and revoke. If you want to grant access, you can grant on table level or database level, and if you want to revoke, like you can revoke the access. And we have something like a TCL as well, something like a transaction control language, and like something like a commit, rollback, and a save point. Something, it is something like a data backup purpose. Whenever TCL, transaction control language, this will call it as a transaction control language. And like it is something like it manages the transaction of the databases, like something like the SQL statement, or execute, like whenever you execute the SQL statement, right, as a single unit, right, it ensures the data integrity. Something like, if I like we have something like a commit. What this commit will do? What is commit will do? If this commit, like whatever the changes you have done, right, it makes sure all the changes was like whatever the returns you have done, right, or whatever the changes you made, right, all the changes has been saved properly or not. And we have something like a rollback. What this rollback will do? Like it undoes the changes, like whatever the changes you have done it, if you want to undo those changes, this rollback will do that. And we have something like a save point. Okay, and if you want to save the changes at like at specific point, like at a specific point, like only at this time I want to save, or this something. Okay, if you want to if you want to save some changes at that particular point of time, right, for that this save point will be used. Like this, these are the basic definition languages. Okay, these are the common languages which we are going to use in our daily life. Without like either of the whenever you are doing some transformation, right? Like whenever you are writing some query on top of your data, right? Like either of the SQL statement we will use. Okay, we will see one by one how it is going to work. Okay, we'll see one by one. Let me add comment. Yeah. See, if you want to select any data, right? If you see here, if you observe here, and I have something like address ID, and you can see some data, and we have around like 450 rows here. And if you want to read this particular table, right? And what I am doing, I am selecting this table, and like here, what I am doing, I am selecting. What this select will do, it will select all the fields. Like whenever we use a star, right? What the star will do, it will select all the fields from this table. Okay, it is selecting all the fields from this table. And now here I don't want to select all the fields. I want to select only the specific field. Now what I will do, I will add something like address id. Okay, address id, and I want to select something like city, and I want to select a postal code. Okay, only I want to select only these fields from this particular table. Now let me run this. See what it is giving? It is giving only three fields. Whatever the field names I have added here, only those fields it is giving here. Okay, whatever the names I have provided here, whatever the field names I have provided here, only those field names it is giving here. Okay, like this I can able to select a specific fields, and whichever the fields required, whichever the fields required for my project purpose or for my report purpose. Okay, like that I can able to set only the specific fields, and I can do some validation, or I will do some transformations, and post that I will write it into the another table. Like that I can able to do. Okay, see the address ID, city, and postal. And if you observe, like the address ID might be duplicate. Assume like the address ID might be duplicate, and you want to select the distinct fields. Now, if you see, we have something around like 450, right? Just I will put something like distinct here. What this distinct will do, it will select. Oh, we have the unique fields, so it is not giving that. Okay, let me select some other field, some other table. Let me remove everything. Select star from table. Yeah, we have so many product IDs, and we have some colors, right? Let me take, or else we have some product category ID here. Let me take that product category ID, come, and product model, comma, color. Okay, just I took all these fields. Now, what I will do, if I run this query, right, I will get all these three fields. Sorry, model ID. Yeah. Now I can able to select, I can able to see all the fields and I can see some duplicate values also here. Now what I will do, I will add something like a distinct here. Just I had a distinct here. Okay. It is taking a group and it is what it is doing. Like if the product category ID is here, and it is taking something like we have something like we don't have the distinct value here, right? So it is skipping. Okay. Let me remove this. Let me remove these two. Like it is grouping on three fields. See, whenever I select here, right? Like only you can see the distinct, only like unique values you can able to see here. The 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, something like you can able to see only the distinct values here. What this distinctive will do? Distinctive will remove the duplicate. It will remove the duplicates. Like whenever you find any duplicates in your field, right? If you want to remove the duplicates, just like you have to add the distinct on that particular field, and if you want to pass that value into some other table as a input, you can able to do that. Okay, and like whenever you are doing some distinct, and if you want to pass these fields into some other table, the data which you want to fetch from the another table, for that it is used. And what this distinct will do, distinct will remove the duplicates. Okay, distinct will remove the duplicates. And we have one more thing, we have something like a where clause. And see, each and every time we won't select all the fields, like whatever the value we are getting, right? We are getting something around like a 295 rows. We are not going to select all these rows. And like whatever the fields required for that particular report, right? Only we will figure out those, and we will only read only that particular data. For example, here I am having 295 records, right? In that, like I want to filter only like wherever the color is red, right? I want to filter only that data. For that, what I will we will do, where color equals to just we will put some where class, and what this where class will do, and it will select all the fields from this table, and where the color is red, and wherever the color you finds as a red, right? Only that data will be filtered. Let me run this. Let me run this. Yeah. See, if you observe here, previously we have something around like 295 records, and if you see, we are getting only 38 rows now, only 38 records. And if you see the color, right, only you can able to see the red only. Only will see red only here. Like this, if you want to select any data, you can select by adding some filter. This way is used just to filter your data, right? And select is used to select all the fields, and select star is used to select all the fields. And if you want to select any fields, just you have to put that particular field names here. And if you want to remove the duplicates, and you have to add some distinct on top of that, so that particular field will be distinct, like the duplicates will be removed. Okay, like this. And if you want to filter any data by using the where clause, we can able to filter the data on specific value, like whatever the value you're going to specify here, right, on based upon that only the data will be filtered. Okay, and we have something like operators. What are these operators? Operators in the sense something like equals, or else something like greater than, or else less than, or else like greater than or equals to. Here the equals to will be added before greater than, equals, and less than or equal. And not equal. And if here, right, either you can use this one or this one. Either of the one will work here. And we have something like between, and we have something like operator, and we have something like in. Okay, these many operators we have. On top of like after using where, right, we can able to use these many operators. And if you observe here, and we have added something like where color field equals to red, wherever it finds red, right, only that particular field will be filtered, only that particular field will be filtered. And now I want to check something like I want to select the greater than, I want to select the greater than. Just now what I will do, I will select some field, something like a weight greater than, let me take this one, 884. See, if you see here, you can see the weight greater than 884. You can't see less than that. And let me add this. Now you can see something, the count is 180, right? If I change this, the count will be reduced because the 884 will be removed, right? Let me run. Oh, sorry. I'm selecting a specific. No. Let me select the full quote. Yeah. No. 884, greater than 884. Only for string values we need to give the single quotes, and for numeric values the single quotes is not required. See, now the count got reduced from 180 to 101. So Like this we can able to select, like if you want to figure out like only I need the data greater than that particular specific value, only that data you see. You can't see this field 1431. You can see like the greater than 1431. If you want to see this field, then you have to put something like equals, and we will order this one, order by weight. Yeah, see, now you can able to see this field, that 31 one, this field, like whatever the field you have added here, right? That field we can able to see that is exist, because it's a greater than or equals. And like if you want to put something like less than it, just you have to change this operator. I'll see, like if you want to run the specific query, right, just you have to select this query and then you have to execute. Only that particular query will be executed if you have the multiple queries. Okay, like this, the greater than or less than and greater than or equals to or less than or equals to will be used. And you can put something like not equals to as well. And only that particular value will be skipped and the rest of the values will be executed. Only that particular value will be skipped and remaining values will be remain as it is. Okay, and you can select like specific range. For example, you want to select like where like the weight is between some range. You want to select some like that. You can do that as well. The specific range will be selected, and for that you have to use between. Between operator will be used to select the certain range of value. Like I want to select between something like 100 to 10 or 10 to 15, something like that. Only that particular range will be selected. For example, like I want to select here, I have something like 168, right? I want to select something like weight for one. Here I will put something like this. I will add between. I want to select where the column name between and. Okay, just I want to select this range from 168 to 130, or else I will give less than that. Just I want to select this one, between this range. Okay, let me execute. See, only the specific range of values will be selected from whatever the values or exist between like a 168 to 575. Only those values will be selected if you use between. And we have something like a like operator. This like operator is used like whenever you want to select something like starts with or ends with, or like you want to select the name in between, like the name wherever it is exists between something like an or sz, something like that. If you want to select that kind of names, right, just you have to use this like operator. How this like operator will be used, and here post this weight we have to place, like here we have added post this weight, we need to add something like a like. And here you want to select the name starts with HL, for example. Here you can see some HL, right? HLML. Or else like you want to select the name ends with L, and you want to select the name starts with R. Let me select first like the letter starts with R. Okay. For that, post is like, and let me add it instead of weight, I will add it as a name, and here I will put single quotes, and I will place something like or percentage close. And what this will do, whichever the letter starts with R, only those values will be filtered. See, if you see the name, whichever the letter starts with R, right, only those letters will be filtered. Only R. Only R. The letter must starts with R. And we have a count something around 49 rows was there. From the letter starts with R. And if you want to select the letter ends with N, for example, just instead of placing N before, you have to paste that as after percentage. Now what this will do, it will select only the letter ends with N. See, only we have the N values, 2 we have, ends with N. Okay. And now I want to select where the name like in between AI. Okay. For that, what you have to do, you have to place something like AI and percentage. Okay. What this will do, this will fetches the data where like in which values the AN is exist. If the AN is exist, then it will set only those fields. See, in all these fields, the AN, the mountain was there, right? All these fields, the AN was exist. Okay, just I want to select something like VER, silver, right? In silver, we have something like VER. Only that data I need to select. Let me push VER here. See, only VER data will be selected. Wherever the VER exists, only that will be selected. And we have something like we can select the letter in second position as well. For example, if you see the name starts with L, right, it is in second position. If I want to select such a kind of data, right, for that you have to use something like the underscore, like either like post that. For example, I want to select something uh, I will select something like here underscore L. The second letter must be L, something like that. I want to select only that kind of data. Let me execute. No, we don't have such a kind of data. Let me put some name here because it takes some, it reads the spaces as well. And now instead of name, right, I will run on some other color. Let me select, let me put it on color. Okay, and here I have something like white, right, WHIT. We have something around 5 letters. Now here I will put something like H, or else I will put W here and pose at any value can be there. Yeah. Now if I run this, I will get the letter starts with W and like any value can be there. See, white. And if I put another underscore, right, you can't see this white also because I have provided only 4 spaces after W, and now I have added some extra space. Now it is having 6 letters. 6 letters we don't have the invite. See, nothing was there. And if I remove this underscore, now we can see something like a white. Like this you can select, or else like instead of W, right, let it be. And I want to select a second value starts with H, and the word range is 5. See, something like I can select something like. Okay, for this the like operator will be used. Okay, and we have something like in is something like so far we are able to select only the specific range of value, only single value we have selected. And if you want to select the multiple values, then this in will be used. This in will be used to select the multiple values. For example, I am having something like black, red and white, something like multicolor was there, right? From this I want to select like black, red and white. All these three fields I want to select. Now what I will do, I will add the color where color in, and here let me add the values. And always you have to remember this is case insensitive, like it's something like it will accept both the what I can say like the lowercase and uppercase. And in Python it is not something like it is case sensitive, it is case insensitive. The Python is case sensitive and this SQL is case insensitive. Like it will accept. See here the value letter starts with black, but I am giving something like B as a small here. It will accept that as well. And now I want to select red, comma, and I want to select white. See, I want to select all these three fields. Now for that you have to pass something like a in. What this in operator will do, it will filter all these three values from the data. See, red, white, black. Only these three data we can see. Only these three: red, black, and white. In where, like if you pass something like equals to, right, in equals to only you can able to pass only one value. And if you want to pass something like if you want to filter on multiple values, in that case you have to use this like something like a in operator. This in operator will help you to filter the specific value, like the set of values, the group of values. Okay, and we have something like order by, right? And what this order by will do, this order by will sort your data. It will sort your data. For example, you want to sort your data in order. In order you want to sort your data. I want to sort if you see this is sorted okay, I think it's sorted. Yeah, you want to sort like it is in ascending format, you want to sort that data in descending format. Now what I will do, I will give something like a product ID. Product ID. Just I will give something like a DESC. What this will do, this will sort the data in descending order. O D U. Yeah, see, the data has been sorted in descending order. The data has been sorted in descending order. If I won't give this in ascending or descending, right? Like now, I will do some order, right? Just I'm not giving the descending. Now, if I run this, right? If I run this query, right? It will be sorted in ascending order. See, now the data has been sorted in ascending order because even if you won't specify here, by default the data will be sorted as a ascending in order by class. And if you put some descending, right, then the data will be sorted in descending order. Okay, either of the order we can choose, right? Either in ascending order or descending order. For that we will use this as order by class. and we have something like and operator. We have something like and or and not. We have and operator. And what this and will do, whenever you are having some multiple conditions, during that time, we will use this and operator. Whenever you are having some multiple conditions, then we will use. And so far, like we have filtered using where clause or like using in operator, we have chosen only on single field. But if you want to perform this where clause, like if you want to uh, like filter on multiple conditions, then you have to go with the and operator. For example, here let it be like a where color in black, red and white, let it be as it is, and post this. Just I want to add something else. I will put and I want to select the standard cost as standard cost mm, equals to, just I'll put it this one. Okay, here I have black, red, and white, and pose this. I want to select this the standard cost. Now let me run this. See, here it is looking into two conditions. One is black, red, and white, and then the standard cost must be 13.0863. See, and if these two conditions satisfies, then the data will be displayed. Else, the data will not be displayed. Right? See, here it is like where the it finds like where the color in black, red, and white, and the standard cost equals to this. And if these two conditions satisfies, then only the data will be displayed. Else, like you'll get empty, nothing will be there. For example, I will give some random, right? If I execute this particular query, then you'll get nothing. See, the query will execute, but nothing will be displayed. Okay, and means the both the conditions needs to satisfy. Whenever you are having some multiple conditions you want to apply on top of your table to fetch the data, then you have to use some and like we have something like or operator. What this or operator will do? Just yeah. Here, what this or operator will do? This or operator, like if either of the conditions satisfies, then the data will be displayed. If this condition satisfies or this condition satisfies, the data will be displayed. Let me run this. See, now we are getting something around 132 records. And if I execute this, right, we are getting 131 rows. Means one more field is satisfying with this condition. Okay, if either of the condition satisfies, then the data will be displayed. But in our and like both the condition must be satisfied. Okay, clear? And we have something like a not operator. What this not operator will do? It is something like it is something like an anti kind of thing. It's something like an anti kind of thing. Like where not you have to specify, not in. Like for example, here we have some in, right? Let me copy and let me paste it. Notepad. Let me bring it back. Yeah, just like here, right? Again, it is giving something like this. Huh? Okay, let me try this into the okay. Let me take the new query instead of here. Yeah, here just I will put again it is okay. Just let it go. Yeah, and now what I am doing, just I have added something like a not. Okay, not in, right? If I run this, right? See, but here, and like let me add and here instead of this one because it satisfies either of the condition, right? Then automatically the data will be displayed. Yeah, you can see the color should not be exist in black, red, and white, and the standard cost must be 13.0868. Right? If you see here, we are having that value only in blue. Only in blue we have apart like by excluding these three values, the black, red, and white. Okay, like this not will be used. Not is something like excluding, like apart from that, something like that. Okay, okay, that's it for today.